Good morning, everyone. I am Tessa-Marie, and welcome to the Morning Blessings. It's a beautiful morning. There, you will receive a tip to maneuver your day, a tip to go through your day a little bit more, determined. Good morning, Rosita Bud. How are you, sweetie? You are just flashing it. You look like you're trim and slim, enjoying the beach. Hi, Nancy. Good morning. Hi, Angelina. Good morning. Angelina and Rosita. You guys are from way back there. Angelina has always been from way back there. Rosita was so early in my life. I never forget this girl. Um, I am doing something wild for me. I am on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I'm doing it all. And it's not that it's doing any big deal for me, but you know, it's working a lot better than I thought it would work. So here we go. Let us look. Hi, Valerie. Oh my goodness. Everybody is what is going on in the world? Valerie, Rosita, Angelina, Georgie. Come on, people. Where are you guys coming from this morning? I haven't seen you guys for a while. Hello. And hi, Angie's on YouTube and people on TikTok. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Blessings. It is a joyous morning. So let's look at this situation. You have decided to embrace your goals. You have decided to embrace you, to be bold, to be amazing. And guess what? Feathers are flying all over the place. People are completely naked because they just cannot take the heat coming from you. They're stripped down. Then they have to warm themselves up. They just cannot take you. Why? Because you decided I am worthy. I'm good enough. I'm going to strut my stuff. I'm going to show you I'm a woman that is planted firmly in the ground. I'm going to be my amazing self. Well, let me tell you, they're always going to do that. They have to find something. Even when you might even just change one thing, the shape of your eyebrow today. Philadelphia, thank you. Rosita is from New York, and I think Valerie is New Jersey. Or Philadelphia. I'm not sure. Um, Nancy's from Wisconsin. I'm not sure who else is here because Instagram has a funny little way of freezing. Like, no, this is not going anywhere, right? George is from Florida, and there we are. So, guys, yeah. When last did you just go and you change something about you? When last did you do that? When last did you go and you said, you know what? I am going to be me. I'm going to show them my true me. I'm going to wear what I want. I'm going to show my curves. I love my laptop. Here you go. That's where you should be. Um, you're going to show your curves, or you're going to show your weight loss, or you're going to do something. There's a saying that they use for me. Then there's a lot of you, isn't there? Oh, some funny thing, and I don't even know them. I don't use them. So, what I'm saying to you this morning, those of you who are here, ask yourself this question: why did you come here and you haven't been here for a few weeks? There is something in this message for you, and if it is, I need you to tell me, because you see, we wake up in the morning. We have some determination. We say what we are going to do for ourselves. We put it out there. Then we change. It might be we went shopping. We saved the money. We bought some nice dresses. We have that. Hey, it's simply like buying a bra. You just got a new bra. And somebody sees you coming and they're going to talk about that because they see something they do not have. So embracing yourself and choosing to be there for you is something that is important for you to do. Nobody's going to do that for you. Nobody's going to show up for you. Nobody's going to tell you you're okay but you. And that's why when you embrace yourself and you start doing things to enhance yourself, you walk away from a relationship, you change your friendship level with that human being. You decide to do something else, to wear something else, to be something else, to change your job. Have you noticed if you say I'm changing, you have a pension. Why would you leave that job? You have a pension. But the possibility for me to go further is also available to me somewhere else. The possibility for me to feel loved or to have time to love and caress myself is also available to me outside of where I am right now. I was talking to a friend once, and she said to me, "You know, Tessa-Marie, what I knew for sure is where I was is not where I wanted to be. I didn't know where I was going." And that was true. We were friends, and I talked with her, we coached, and she was always there. "Hi, Miss Stones, how are you feeling this morning?" And I was always there for her. I listened with her and I encouraged her and I got her to save money. And when she stepped out on her own, oh my, even her own family couldn't get it. Why would you leave this thing, this situation? You've been married for all these years. And she goes, "Yeah, I know. And I feel like I am not getting anywhere from this. There's not enough happening in it for me." And then she stepped out. She stepped out with her children and a tow. And she said, "What I know, where I was, wasn't working for me. And I didn't know where I was going. I didn't have any idea if I could work it out, but I know I couldn't stay there." So when you do that, those that expect you to be who they desire you to be is always going to tell you something is wrong with you because you decided, I do not like it. It doesn't feel comfortable anymore. It's scratching, it's itching. The shit is not comfortable. The job is not where I want to be. This is not working for me. Even, hey, have you ever bought a car, a different car from the one you had? Or maybe just bought yourself a car and you never had one? Or you went and you got a brand new car? Oh my. Are you sure you can afford it? Isn't that an expensive car? I was told, guys, listen to that, by a neighbor of 23 years. She said, "I would never buy a car more than I paid for my house." Well, well, there's 10 years difference between us. What I paid for my house was minuscule. It's not even as much as the taxes you pay when you buy a house now. So does that mean I have to go and buy a car below that price? Or that means I just put my money aside, I saved my money, and now I am buying a car that I love, that I have to drive in. And that was the comment I got. And I'm wondering, it has nothing to do with you. So I said to her, "Then don't buy it. Stay in your $200,000 house and then do not buy a G Wagon from Mercedes Benz. That's not what I have." But that is how far she would have to go to get something that suits her, above her. But I bought my house when I was like 23 years old. So what do you think? So when I decide at 63, I'm going all in, is that somebody's business? But it is. People make it their business. And if you listen to their opinions and all the things they say, you will not be able to be you. You will be being them, and you need to embrace you. If you want to feel joyful, if you want to feel like just at ease, if you want to wake up and just laugh at yourself, you have to embrace yourself with all your perfect imperfections. You have to, like this morning, it was so funny. I went out in the garden at 4:45 because I get up early, and today somehow I was up at 4:45. So and it's cold. I have a coat on. It's freezing in the garden. And then I'm coming in, and I found myself bouncing from the grass to the patio, coming to the door, and I started laughing. I said, "Look at you at 5 o'clock in the morning. You're bouncing." There was no reason for that bounce. There was no reason for that joy. There was no reason that I could pinpoint. It just felt good. It fit, it suited me. It suited me. Simple things make me smile. Simple things bring me joy. But is because I have stepped into the belief that I am the best and I'm doing the best for me. I decided I can conquer. I decided I can show up. I decided I matter. Decided I do not like this, so I'm going to walk away from the this that I do not like. And like my friend, I don't know where I'm going. But one thing I know for sure, if you are the person walking through the desert with a knapsack full of rocks because you do not want people to see who you really are, hey, try this. Just drop one of them. Just as you're walking, when nobody is looking, you drop a rock over here, and then you arrive at your destination with an empty backpack. You can sneak it in anywhere. You crush it, you put it under your seat in the plane, nobody sees it. But if it is full of rocks, oh, I don't know what the neighbors are going to say. You think I leave my husband, I'm going to do if I do this, if I talk too much, they're going to do. Really? All these rocks are heavy and they do not even belong to you. You are concerned about the feelings of others when others are not concerned about you. Their job is to do that. So when you decide to embrace your life and you decide to embrace your life goals, we can go through life for years and doing things that we do not understand and believing that's our destiny, that's our life goal, that was what we were created to do. And then one day something just go, no, no. And that is the day when you learn to inflect. So if you do not know how to embrace the person you were meant to be and do the things that bring you joy, if you have joy, the pain of the world does not take you on. Because when the joy comes, you stand up and you say, okay, so the price of meat is this. Okay, but can you change it? That's what joy does. It gives you a kind of an inner discernment. Can I change this? Can I? And you are stronger. You're asking yourself that question, not of somebody else. Do not ask your friend, can I change this? Should I change that? Ask yourself that. How do you do that? You do that by stopping in the moment. Even if you're driving your car and you're at a stoplight and you look at it and you go, I'm doing this for me. Hi, So Loud. How are you doing this morning? Nice to see you. You're doing it for you. Hello, people on TikTok and Instagram. Wonderful to see you guys. I am so grateful you're showing up and you are here. Thank you again. And those of you on YouTube, when you are ready to embrace yourself and you have that joy, what you have to seek, right? The one thing you have to seek in all of your seeking in life is to find joy in the moment. Joy, you got a flat tire, but who is that handsome person they sent to help you fix the tire? Feast on the beauty of God, what God created, and smile. You don't have to flirt, but you can smile. You have to find something, even when there is a disaster. There are sometimes triumphs. You saw something today. You're stuck in traffic. Look for joy. What are you saying? People are like, and you laugh. Look at this person picking their nose or doing something they don't know that the world is seeing. What you are looking for is the joy. It's not nice in Northern Ontario right now, Peterborough, even where Gillian is at the lake. It's cold. They have no power, but they have each other. They have a wood burning stove that can heat the house. They have a generator that can heat the house. They have food. They have gas in the car. The trees did not fall on the houses, right? So guess what? They have reason to celebrate. But we have to use that joy to give us the power, to give us the strength, the determination to stand up on what we believe and embrace what it is we desire to do to bring us to the point that we can say, yes, yes, I did it. So when you're sitting over here and you're afraid to step out because the neighbor will notice what you're doing, you should ask the neighbor, do you notice what I'm doing? And the neighbor might go, or they might. But do you really want to know? So why don't you just do your thing, go out there, look in the mirror, I am pleased with me, and I'm going to be me. That's how we succeed. That is what we have to do. A lot of little stuff is going to mess us up. And one of the things that messed us up a lot is expecting other people to feel like we do, to understand why we're embracing who we are, why we are not going to be like this. Every time we speak and we hold on to somebody else's version of ourselves, we are not embracing ourselves. But when you do make that embracing of self, be aware. So I told you all of that, right? No, you have decided there's change required. I'm going to do this. So you decided weight is something you want to lose. May is coming. And when the long weekend in May shows up, oh my goodness, you should see all of us out there catching the sun. We've been dormant like the bears and all these animals all winter. We're out. But we had a plan. And we worked on the plan in the winter. We gradually decided to watch what we were eating and how we were eating. And we lost some weight. And now we are stepping out. And as soon as your friend, you say, let's meet for lunch, and you're so excited and you're coming, and oh my God, look at you. Whoa, you're really this, you're really that. Ooh, what did you do? Did you take a drug? You know, right away. And you have to look at it. You have to learn how to talk to people who do this to you. No, I chose to be me. I decided I was worthy and I took some actions. And that's why I'm here. So now, may we eat? Ah, you think you pulled that through? I was just coming. I understand. But I made a choice through the winter. I made a choice last year. And it's a gradual process. And I'm not done. I have more to do. Oh, I saw you went on vacation and you had stuff on Facebook showing you on vacation. Right, Rosita? And they go to, huh, how long were you there for? Where were you? How did you get the money? How come you had money to do this? In this day and age, you have money? Yes, in this day and age, I have money because I choose to put $1 aside every payday. It took me 20 years, but I'm just joking. Um, it took me a while, but here I had enough money to pay. So I have somebody who's cut my grass for many, many years, more than 38 years, and shoveled my snow. Not as much for shoveling the snow, maybe a few years. But this snow shoveling wasn't done properly. It was done like I understand. I really do understand. You do not have to do your best because that's the job you have. And I understand where you're coming from. Choices were made that put you in that position. Whatever they were made for you or you make them yourself, but somehow you're in that position. Does that mean you have to do a half-ass job for me? So every time we had a lot of snow this winter, this person came with their truck, whatever they were doing, and they shoveled the snow. I had to go back out to shovel again, to move it. Not a lot, but I had to do it. Or they came so early that it was still snowing. So I made a decision when they called to renew the contract for the grass cutting. I said no. I said, furthermore, your prices are too high for me right now, and I will not be renewing with you. And they said, really, after all these years? I said, yeah, your price keeps going up and the service isn't getting any better. So I chose it. I got another company. I'm saving $400. I ruffled his feathers. Now, there are people on the street that did it with him because of me. He goes to them and he renews with them. And then he says, oh, Tessa-Marie didn't renew with me this year. It must be maybe her investments didn't do as much. And you think I care? No, my investment did really well. For grass cutting, I saved $400. The same person will shovel the snow next year and will shovel it properly because I saw the work they did. So I ruffled feathers. You understand? He is ruffled because I made a choice. I embrace me. So that is a funny way, but some of them are more abrasive. And when they are abrasive, they will, if you get dressed to go out, they're going to tell you, who are you dressing for? Like, do we have to do that for somebody? If you put a little lipstick, a nice dress, and you that and you this, who are you dressing for? Where are you going? You're at home. Why are you dressed? You're at home. I get it all. Then why do you have makeup on? Because I like makeup. And of course, I clean my face properly. So it takes time. But everything you do, when you do it, you're going to send somebody rushing in a different direction. And you have to learn. Hi, Yuko. Good morning on YouTube. And you have to learn exactly how to deal with them. It doesn't matter. Do you have to cook every day? Do you like cooking for yourself? I hate cooking for myself. I love me to the point where, as you know, I'll cook for me. I'll do anything for me. And it maybe wasn't like that. I told you guys once I thought I had to do it for my husband. And my girlfriend educated me, and it took me 7 years to realize the education, the lecture she gave me that day in the supermarket was really worth it. Without it, maybe I would still be wondering what to cook for myself. No, I know. And when you embrace yourself, and you might change, you might want to study. Oh, I always wanted to be a nurse. So now I'm going back to nursing school part-time. Why would you bother? So my little tip for you all, zip your mouth. Do not tell me, show me. Your plans does not have to be on the street. Your plans and your results doesn't have to be on the street. Stop speaking your plans, knowing you're going to be ruffling feathers. If you're ambitious, you will always have people that in your life that are ambitious or are not so ambitious. And some of them will be afraid that you're ambitious enough to climb to the ladder to get where they are. Others that are less ambitious wants to pull you down to the level that they are. They have a saying in Dominica, you hunt land crabs, right? And they put them in a pan. And there are 12 or 15 crabs in that can. And one is trying to escape. And they said the other 20 crabs are grabbing to take it down. A parable for us. Do we put it to thought? Do we put it to mind? But if we put it to mind and to thought, we should know that those people and those situations are going to affect us. And we should know that and expect it and pay it no mind. What happens outside of us is not supposed to influence what is going on inside of us. When we decide to drop the emotional baggage of the past and spring into the desire area we want to be with no old baggage from childhood, from other relationship, from all of that, it is uncomfortable enough just to do that on your own. But when you announce it, there are always going to be others who will remind you and make it even more uncomfortable. Are you kidding? After what you went through in your life as a child, right? And you dare to do this? If I were you, I would never do it. Or you think you can do it? You weren't a very good student. Oh, no. Because those teachers didn't understand that I had a mind that needed to be tended, that had to look after. So because I didn't do 2 + 2 is 4 and you did it, where are you today and where am I? Yes, my head was out the window because the world out there was more interesting than you telling me that algebra and geometry and trigs and all of that, I'm going to use it in my daily life. No, I didn't. I still haven't. I have used math, arithmetic, times table, but all of that, no. And that is what you have to realize. So when they're bringing you back, or when you were going to school, if you can do it, and I'm so much tempted to go pow, a slap across their faces, because they do not understand that I am me. And when you change from the way you were brought up to enhance you, and you realize, no, my parents didn't know better, you say to yourself, no, I know better. I am going to do this better. But if You choose to blame them because you cannot do better. You are wrong. You have a choice. Embrace your destiny, embrace your goals. Choose to step into the moment and do those things that are going to give you a fulfilled life. A life where you're living the way you want to be. Embracing your goals and stepping into that vein and deciding I can do this. I'm going to do this. It's strong, it is powerful, it's demanding, it's pushing people in all different directions. And some of those people will tell you that. But all of that is outside of you. The noise is outside of you. They do not build statues. They do not give Academy Awards to critics. They say they were critics when they die, but they do not get anything else. So you realize that. You do not have to stay there. If that relationship or that friendship, my dad, how did he put it to me? If you're putting more into a friendship than you're getting out of it, you need to reconsider it. How do you reconsider it? Hell no. I don't like that shit. I'm out of here. Like my friend, I don't know where I'm going, she said, but Tessa-Marie, I know I cannot stay where I am. And she stepped out. And she is celebrating having done that. She tells me, of course it was challenging. You know, you were with me all the way. But look at me now. Look at my children now. Look at where they got to now. Staying buried because it is normal. Or that's, well, you made your bed, you should lie in it. No, I do not like that feeling of that fuzzy little polyester sheet that gives me these little bumps. I'm not lying on that bed. I'm dumping those sheets. That's me. But that's not what they're talking about, is it? No, they're talking about you got yourself in a relationship and you need to go through it until the day you die. Really? And look at the faces of the people that stayed in relationships till the day they die. They do not look happy, do they? They look like somebody pissed them off on the way to heaven because they did things to suit others. Oh, I stayed in the relationship for the children and they get to be 30 and they go, Mom, why did you do that? Really? We were always wondering why you did that. So you have to ruffle those feathers. You're going to make people high blood pressure. Your pressure is going to rise. You're going to make them chill. You're going to cause them to get more wrinkles on their face while you have laugh lines. Because I don't know, you see all that movement? Body, shoulder, lips, ears, nose, everything is functioning because you chose to embrace your goals and do what you desire to make you feel good. And you woke up this morning, damn it, I have a job and this is what I want. The pay is just what I need right now. Oh God, that dress fits amazing. I put my waist on and I can feel I have a waist now. And then somebody's going to tell you, you don't look that good. I can't see the difference on you. And you have to say to that person in that moment, are you okay? Are you? Because when people talk to you like that, they are not okay. Remember that. Good morning, those of you on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, again, and YouTube and all over. Thank you so much for listening and coming. When you choose to embrace your dream goals and desires and work through them or do them or step on the first stone of your 1,000-mile journey by yourself, with yourself, knowing you matter, you care, you are worthy, you have the ability, guess what, people? You are going to feel the pain from others. Should you accept it or should you just let it go and say, are you okay? I am choosing me, and you are criticize me for putting me first. You know why? Life taught us, the world taught us that we must keep those people first in our life, and we come last. And that is wrong. We make allowances for all of that. But when the fever hits you and the temperature rises and you're feeling uncomfortable in that garment you're wearing, and I don't mean a dress, I mean that garment, that burden, that life, it's like a garment, and you're sweating through it and you want to get out of it. Hey, get out of it. Plan it. Do not go to, when you're getting out good, do not go and stop at a friend's house and say, I'm getting out, because that's, you don't know. So when you're making life changes to save money, to get out of debt, to lose weight, to learn something new, to run away from relationships that are no longer working for you, looking at friends and saying, no, I cannot sit there all night and watch TV. No, all of that. You're not going to be happy with others because they won't be happy with you. But you have dreams, you have goals, and you have desires. So knock yourself out. Today at 1 p.m., I am doing a financial talk like this for half an hour. And it's going to be about all of your subscriptions. Subscriptions. You know what I mean? Oh, well, I should have a subscription for this. This, you've been using this. The subscription is $4.50. iCloud is one of those. And when you have extended it, oh, it's going to be $12 and something, or you have a subscription for a book club, but you haven't read a book and you're paying for this book. You have a subscription for that. You have a subscription to the gym and you haven't been to the gym in the whole year. You have a subscription for somebody's podcast and you have, oh, I have about 5 subscriptions, and you have not taken the time to realize some of these subscriptions you're not using. Well, today I'm going to tell you about this subscription at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to give you a tip, a valuable tip on what to do with all that money you have in those subscriptions. So join me at 1 p.m. today. And let's see, Eastern Standard Time, what we can do with these subscriptions that you forgot. You will need your statement from your credit card, your bank account, and I'll tell you when you stop it, how to stop it. Because sometimes you stop $40, the company will change the amount to $39.49, and the computer will let it go through because it's not $40. I have a tip for that. So see you this afternoon at 1 p.m. and thank you for coming. You are amazing, beautiful, and spectacular, and you've chose to get a little vitamin for the day. As you're clicking off, ask yourself this question. Did I get a golden nugget, a rare black pearl today, or a pink Canadian diamond? You choose. Remember, there is more mystery in the golden nugget, has lots of crevices. The pearl is hard. The pearl is far. If you got the pearl, you have a lot of work to do. If you got the diamond, it is formed under pressure. Just because you got a diamond, that doesn't mean the road is easy, is it? A diamond is formed under pressure. And do not ignore that piece of nugget. It has secrets and crevices, and guess what? It's up to you. It's in your hand. Let's get this going. Talk to you later, everybody, everywhere. And let me say goodbye to my TikTok friends. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you. I am happy that you spend the time with us today. So here you go. And those of you on YouTube, great, so loud, Hugo, Milestone, Angie, wonderful people. Thank you for coming and have a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. See you at 1 p.m. If you can, just drop in. You might enjoy it. Come with questions too. I have some answers for you. Have a great day. Bye. And my dear friends,